And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sayin on the play action. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's Sayin to throw. Complete on the left to Smith. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Say it. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Booster.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Pucks it out of the air. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. Fires complete on the crosser. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires to the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
And that would have been number 3 on the day if he could just got his puppies in bounds. But this defense, they've done an unbelievable job in the passing game. They've got this quarterback's number, and they're breaking on the football and making plays.
Wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
I'd like to see a little more creativity here with respect to the route running and play calling to help get these receivers open. Right now in that last play, they didn't do anything to work away from the defenders.
spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Ohio State. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Here comes the two-point try. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, say it. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Carr on play action. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. All kinds of room to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Say it. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, you never even dream about this kind of start if you're a quarterback. That now his fourth interception in the first half, and he's just not been able to shake this. Bad decision-making. Fundamentally, he's just been off. This offense has never been able to find a rhythm, and I know this is a very talented player, but if you're the head coach at this point, you've got to consider benching this guy.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough day for this defense so far, guys, especially against the pass. They haven't been able to force that many incompletions. They've already allowed 2 TD passes. They need more plays like that, and they got to be able to put it back-to-back to gain some confidence defensively.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He's looking to pass. just a short pass to the tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Fakes to grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. C.J. Carr firing again. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. Carr. Got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Play fake, say it. Gonna take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Working that left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Here's Sayin to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Unloads it left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got one big. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me one, too.
Caught by Williams on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's Carr to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air again, Carr. That's caught. It's Gilbert. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Say it. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half. And this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to throw on first down. Soft spot in the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Again, it's Sayin. Pressure coming. This time he's got his man. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, say it. Fires to the wideout. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Booster, booster! Right, tip. Ready, go!
Saying back to the air. Firing toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play action, Carr. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He might want another play. Throwing, Carr. Fires left. Complete downfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Trying play action. Here's a hit. He's sacked. This defense all over him. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And he's going to bring this one out.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way backed up.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Say it. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. looking for a man. It's Sayin. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their second fumble return for a touchdown today.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Sloppy execution the last time they had it, David. Wound up with a scoop and score, but they just can't let it unravel.
And those sting. Those hurt because not only did you create the turnover and you gave up points. So now, critical for this offense to take care of the football moving forward.
I think it's important too, David. They've got to be patient and make sure they're taking advantage of the right looks. You can't try to get that touchdown back on one play and all of a sudden force the ball into double coverage. Just take what the defense gives you and trust your coach.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires left side, it's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
At the 35, he's got room. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, it's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, he's going to make something real.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the fifth sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Going for the big play. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Ready to try the point after. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Two-point conversion attempt is coming.
Booster, booster! Ready, go!
Say it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
Man, that looked like that was going to be a 4-point swing, guys. He gets the interception. It looks like that's going to be a house call. Nice job by the offense, racing down the field and getting a tackle and preventing 2 points for the other team.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Special teams proving to be special. The AT unit on the field. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Sweep. Western.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Sayin. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Again, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Throw it, say it. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has...
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Takes it the other way. He's at the... In with the pick six. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And the offense goes at it again. He's already got 5 catches, Jesse. So this quarterback, he looks like he's locking in on this guy. And the defense, I think they kind of got a clue and made a big play.
You're absolutely right, David. As a quarterback, you got to be careful you don't predetermine who you're going to throw to. This guy's been uncoverable so far. So I get it. You want to get him more touches, but you have to let the coverage dictate who gets the football, and give the defender credit that time. He knew where the ball was going. He baited the QB into a bad decision and made him pay for it, taking it all the way to the house.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Say it. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Looking for a deep man. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here's Sayin to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels.
Touchdown, Buckeye! Fitted in the window for the score.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Here we go. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Booster, booster. Ready, go.
Sayin back to the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started.
Ready, ready. Go, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Check. 28, 29.
Quarterback may change this route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. That's caught. It's Young. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Maybe some room here. Bust through behind his pad. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yards, and now really set up in a position.
Touchdown, Irish! Gets it into the end zone.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the 1st play of this drive. Say it. Dumps it to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end. Makes a grab and room to run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go play action with Sayet. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Throws to the wideout. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Breaks into the open. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Oh, it's always frustrating as a quarterback when you put it on the money and the guy drops. But you know what you got to do? You got to build his confidence. Buddy, I'm coming back to you later. Just get your mind right. Get ready, because I know you can make that kick.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Play fake, Julian Sayet. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Again, it's Sayet. He's got him. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Here's Julian Sayet to throw. Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Sayet back to the air. Makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they've got that going for them. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down will open up the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Carr. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Young. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Play fade, Carr. Throws to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pat.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Carr. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Notre Dame comes to the line that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws out the RPO. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Carr. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Mobley. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
First down here for the offense. Play action, C.J. Carr. Under fire. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of at the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making checks.
Booster!
The run inside. It's Mobley. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Carr to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Throwing, say it. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Trying to take it back. The 20. The 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Julian with the play fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Say it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Fires to the middle. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The defense putting points on the board.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Tavian St. Clair. The sure hands, it's Jackson. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. Over the middle, it's Smith. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. New set of downs after the completion. to the air on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Again, it's St. Clair. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. St. Clair to throw for it on fourth. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Looking for the 2-point try. Again, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. Throwing. Carr. Makes a catch. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Good timing on the quick out. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Carr on play action. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Well, This offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
The give, it's Jackson. Turning it on! Going to the stiff arm to create a little breathing room as he gets it out to the 12. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Just feeds the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The offense lines up at its own 14-yard line, first down. Throwing St. Clair. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Booster, booster!
To the air, it's St. Clair. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
One more play to pad the stats. From the gun on third down, St. Clair. Finds his man down the middle. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.